From the deep marshes of Argonia, the Veskhleel now finds himself in the land of the Nords, Skyrim. Not that welcome by the locals due to his race and background, though that's about to change, using his skills in illusion and conjuration to turn the tides in his favor.
Hello, Outlanders.
And welcome to a build I had already released, but had many problems with getting it shown by YouTube, so I just scrapped the first one and remade it, since I wasn't that happy with how it turned out. So yeah, let's jump into it. In terms of the Veskleel's race, standing stone and attributes, he is a child of the Hist, an Argonian, which grants him with water breathing and 50% resistance to disease, as well as the Hist skin ability, giving him increased health recovery for 60 seconds. In the beginning, choose the Mage Stone to faster level your illusion and conjuration, after which you switch to the Lord Stone as the character sheet entails, giving the Veskhleel 50 additional points of armor and 25% magic resistance. Regarding the attributes, I recommend putting 50% into Magicka, since the spell cost can be pretty high, 30% into health for keeping ourselves alive, after all, and 20% into stamina for sprinting and blocking. The Veskhleel, as his name implies, is one of the ghost people of Blackmarsh, with their scales being so pale to almost be translucent. It all comes from the traditions their tribe follows. They are made that way by the Hist they worship, which protects them in exchange, but with a cost of making them unable to bring their own hatchlings to the world. For that they resort to stealing other tribes' eggs to be assimilated into the tribe on the naming day. Using necromancy, they collect the dead bodies of Argonians from the area for the purpose of camp guards and sacrifices to the Hist. The Argonians of the Veskhleel tribe lead a harsh life, under an overbearing and somewhat tyrannical rule of the history. That's what pushed our Veskhleel to go beyond, and make a pact with no other than the Daedra. Already being a necromancer and dealing with the souls of the dead, it was not hard for the Veskhleel to come in contact with Molag Bal, the Daedric Prince of Domination. Molag Bal gifted him the power to live after death, to become a vampire. But he needed to leave his tribe and come to Skyrim, where the Empire and the Stormcloaks were waging war between one another for the dominion over the land. Baal was hungry for souls, and souls he would get from the Veskhleel if he sent him to Skyrim to stir some things up and dominate the inhabitants. The Veskhleel knew the life of servitude. He'd gotten used to it, living with the tribe, worshipping the Hist, which is why he refused to become Baal's champion and use his mace, rather doing the prince's bidding for raw power to bend the wills of those around him and make them his servants now. Heading to Skyrim, he was captured in Pale Pass, but escaping his binds soon after. The Veskhleel will join every faction littered around the land of Skyrim, bending their will, making them do his bidding as their leader, siding with the Stormcloaks, thus weakening the Empire, and Skyrim in some way, makes his job easier in future endeavors of domination. Being of immortal blood, he will obviously side with the Volkahar clan. The Veskhleel consists of 5 skills, some more useful than others. 2 skill trees, where you will be taking all perks, will be illusion, for the use of altering others' perspective and state of mind, and block to protect himself while his minions do his bidding. Minions, which will be coming from the conjuration skill tree, where you will take everything from novice to master conjuration, conjuration dual casting, necromancy, as well as dark and twin souls perks. The Veskhleel still possesses some offensive abilities of his own in form of his dagger. His one-handed skill, in which he will take all 5 perks of Armsman, fighting stance, critical charge, savage and paralyzing strike. His less used skill is pickpocketing, being some talent left from the days of stealing eggs. Not relying on it much, he will still take all the perks except Poisoned and Keymaster. The Veskhleel still wears his clothes from back home in Blackmarsh. His outfit, being well suited for blending in with the dark, consists of the Mourner's hat and clothes, vampire gloves, and basic foot wraps. Wearing the Necromancer's amulet to boost his magic by 50 points and lowering conjuration casting by 25% at the cost of 75% stamina and health regeneration. And for the ring piece, using the Ring of Erudite, boosting Magicka regeneration and Magicka by 100 points. Using the Blade of Sacrifice as his dagger of choice, as well as the Targe of the Blooded as a shield in his offhand, often swapping it out for spells to calm and frenzy the enemies or reanimate the dead. The shout of choice is Band Will Shout for even more mass control. Preferring not to do his own fighting, if not necessary of course, the Veskhleel has two undead thralls that fight for him, those being an ancient vampire and a one-handed block bandit chief. Hope you like the first Skyrim build after some time here on the channel. It was fun to challenge myself to make a random character that makes sense from the lore perspective, but I think this will be the last random build for now, just because of the, well, restrictions it puts on with like this single armor type and so on, so I cannot mix and match them to make like it more aesthetically pleasing or more efficient. And before the end, one big shout out again to Happy Hippo 2002, who convinced me to make some more videos. Yeah, it took me some time to get this out, but to get this properly out, because we don't mention the first version. Before the end, again, I want to mention a Discord server I made for, it's not my channel's specific Discord server, it's more like an Elder Scrolls community server, so everyone is welcome, and I'll leave it in the description if you want to join. I hope there not to be a month break or whatever, however long break between videos. And yeah, I hope there to be like maybe weekly builds even, or every 2 weeks, I'll still see. So yeah, bye, see you in the next episode.